Hi again, everyone. Me again in the little Stokoa Valley here, heading out of Iron Horse, all gassed up and ready to go. If you've watched this channel before, you've noticed this is a little different camera angle than normal. The helmet and camera setup I usually use is a chin mount, and unfortunately with all this windshield here, even though you can see through it fine and it's really not that much of a distraction, I thought I'd try something different. This is an older helmet I have, and as you can see, a side mounted camera. It's my Drift Ghost HD, good old venerable camera. It's been doing the job since day one. Highly recommend them if you can find them. Anyway, it's a beautiful day up here. We're eventually going to get up into the low 80s, so they say. We've got a chance of rain, but not much of one right now. As you can see, everything is green as it can be. Spring sprung a while back. And so we decided we'd come up here and ride. It's our favorite place to ride. But what I want to talk about, I don't do an awful lot of motovlogs anymore, and I don't know why. I mean, I'm retired, I don't get out much. We've been staying around the house a lot. And I don't ride much in the Atlanta area because, quite frankly, it's not much fun. Just too much traffic and not really that much to see. So I've been kind of falling down on it, but I'm going to try to do a little better. I noticed some of you other guys are getting out there and starting to pick it up again, so I'm going to try to do the same. We're headed in the general direction of the Fontana Dam and the Tail of the Dragon. I don't know where we're going to end up yet. So I told the lovely wife just to go ahead and lead, and wherever she goes, I'll follow, so it doesn't matter to me. What I was going to say was, we sure do live in interesting times. That's supposed to be an old Chinese curse. May you live in interesting times. And every time you turn on the, well, I don't turn on the news because I gave that up a long time ago, but every time I open up my tablet and go on to the news feed or some other places, there's just some other horrible thing happening. The war in Ukraine with Russia. What the heck are they thinking? The latest thing that came out today, someone has leaked a confidential straw poll, I guess you'd say, an early vote with Supreme Court. Looks like they're going to strike down Roe v. Wade. First time in modern history anybody has ever leaked that. So that's going to be fun trying to find who that guy was, or girl was. What else? General state of the economy. I don't know about you, but prices hurt. I wasn't really out of gas. She was out of gas. We just stopped up here at a little station, and $32 later, the two of us are on our way. But when I say I didn't put much in mine, I might have put a gallon in mine. So usually it's low 20s. But not this trip. See what else? Of course, groceries are up. I'm not telling you anything you don't know. I haven't looked at my IRA. I don't want to be disappointed, so I'm just. That's what everybody's recommended. Don't open up your retirement plan or your stock portfolio. You don't want to know. You're not going to sell it now anyway, so what the heck. But I'm ever hopeful. I always feel better when I get out on the bike. Riding seems to cure all ills, medical, spiritual, political, economic. You know, as long as I can afford to put gas in this, we're good. Update on the Riker here. Not quite 5,000 miles on it yet. It is a 2020 model, and I know I should be shot for not riding it more. But again, you know, we've had issues. But it's doing real well, knock on wood. I don't have any wood on this thing to knock on, so I'll knock on my head. Because you can see I put a ton of accessories on it. I think I finally pretty much got it where I want it. Still breaking in this Corbin seat. The little bit of time I ride on it, I don't think it's going to take forever. But this is what we do up here. We pull over. Susan doesn't like to be followed and rushed, so whenever we get somebody behind us, we pull over, and I don't have a problem with that. I usually ride a little quicker. What does she want? She's got a problem.
I need to add some brake fluid when we get to Fontana.
Okay. All right. Yeah. I'll tell you one thing about spiders. That's not the case with the Riker so far, but with spiders, the hydraulic brake system, you got a reservoir on the RT there under the seat, and as little as a teaspoon of brake fluid makes a difference as to whether your light comes on saying that you need brake fluid or not. Now, I just did brakes on this at the end of last year. They're brand new pads, but you know, maybe we've got a tiny little leak up around the reservoir somewhere. I don't know. There's a little bit of moisture up around the cap. Maybe the seal's not very good, but it seems like I'm always adding fluid. The good thing is I've got a jar of brake fluid in her trunk up there, so I'm going to take care of that when we get somewhere. That's the only issue we have with that. This one so far has been really good. I don't expect any mechanical issues, and so far I haven't really had any. It took a while to get most of the rattles out, but that's just normal for a Riker. These two side pods, one's the air cleaner for the transmission, one's the air cleaner for the engine. They rattle. It's a two-piece setup. I guess it was too hard of a molding to do in one piece, so BRP did it in a two-piece, and the two pieces rattle. Well, you find that is you take it off and you look and you'll see dust where the two surfaces meet, and that's where the plastic has been rubbing against each other. But anyway, I'll tell you what, I'm going to knock off for here. That was long enough for a little intro, but I'll get back on there when we get somewhere interesting to ride. Take care.